TDS. Test. Test TDS.
Cylon's strike group has been detected. Battlestar group is under attack. Escort group is under attack. Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1. Dratus contact. Marks on the board. Nothing out of the ordinary so far. On it, Commander. Understood.
Tubes are clear, preparing payload. Are we just a trade a split to them as well? Action stations, this is not a drill.
So say we all.
Escort priority 1, still online.
Hostile unit identified.
Target acquisition maintained.
Escort clearance zone is active. Firing solution is online.
Adjusting shot by .32.
Fighter squadron is taking fire.
Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now.
So say we all.
Plating is taking a pounding, sir.
Firing on target.
Understood. Yes, sir.
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
Manticore is taking damage. Understood.
Escort clear zone intact. Priority 1 is in safe hands.
Yes, sir.
One more good salvo ought to do it.
All hostiles are dark. Initial analysis shows nothing that stands out. They were just lucky, I guess.
Tubes are clear, preparing payloads. Are we just a Drata split to them as well? Action stations, this is not a drill. Escort priority 1, still online.
Solution update. Target acquisition maintained.
Escort clearance zone is active.
Firing solution is online.
Adjusting shot by .32. Fire.
Target activation 3. Give me manual controls now.
Plating is taking a pounding, sir.
Firing on target. Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
Escort clear zone intact. Priority 1 is in safe hands.
One more good salvo ought to do it.
I've tracked down some of the phantom frequencies we keep bumping into in this system. Surprise, surprise, there's Cylons involved. I've sent you the coordinates to the encoded network they're using.
I realize I just spent half an hour talking to myself. Sorry about that, folks. I'll be right back. I just need to check on the kids. Sorry about that, but I am back. PyCon. Let me guess. PyCon is this one? Yep. Their attitude is going down, and the only way to get it up is to put a fleet there, and putting a fleet there does that mission. I do want to transport a Battlestar to this commander. This fleet should be safe to transport. It got
Hi,
one.
back. I'm front.
Hey, Ryan. I think this fleet is safe enough to transport. So we're going to jump into the Coccolus jump point. and bring that Battlestar in to her. No. Now what's
A
this
high-level
mission?
Leonis diplomat has been ambushed by monotheist sympathizers and requires extraction.
That's 600 and a manticore. And I happen to have a fleet right there. Is that officer ready for promotion? They are. And that fleet's got room for a manticore. 1, 2, 3, 4 manticores, a frigate, and a Battlestar. They need another Battlestar. So we are going to build them another Battlestar. Takes 3 turns to build a Battlestar, and it'd take at least 2 turns to traverse. That would be all 5 turns. So we take 1 turn. That would be 2 turns to build. They're going to end up having to maybe I could move this fleet up in there to do the mission. That's a double Battlestar group. I could move him up here and move her down into here. And then when this Battlestar is ready, it can jump up here to meet her. Although she needs a Corvette, he doesn't. Decisions, right? Let's do it. They'll trade spots, and then that Corvette, when won, can just stay there and she'll jump back and take it.
Battlestar Group is under attack. Set condition 1 throughout fleet.
Now this is one where there's a good chance she's going to lose a ship. But I think it's worth the auto-resolve. As long as it's not one of the frigates or the Berserk. We didn't lose a ship.
Battlestar Group is engaging hostiles. Fleet Group is ready to jump.
We end up with 3 battles. Both these fleet. How did we end up with 3 battles out of that? That looked like they did 2 battles against this Battlestar group and 1 against this non-Battlestar group. That's a little weird. If he jumps in there right now, that's going to trigger that event. Same with this one over here. We're going to hold off for one turn on that.
Battlestar Group is under attack.
Okay, so we auto-resolved the fleet. Now we have the event. Here we go again. I despise the situation as they give it to us. You're put in a position where you are aware of your enemy's deployment location, and you can't jump in anywhere but with them behind you. You can't even select a spot that's going to let them... Well, I could select being further up on the grid, of course. But that puts me further away from detecting them. This is my first test of a 3-cruiser group. Instead of a group of corvettes. Cruisers have more armor. They have more missiles, not rockets, missiles, and they have better guns. So in theory, they make a better attack force. Now let's see if that works out in practice. And then the Battlestars with the Adamant frigate in between them. Because the Adamant has Vipers.
Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1. Cylon satellite network confirmed. The faster we take it out, the less likely we'll see more reinforcements out here. Understood.
See, we have what? 2, 4 satellites? And I have 5 Viper squadrons. Might be able to get them taken out quickly with Vipers.
Understood.
We're going to maximize our detection distance. I don't know what that is right. Oh, it's a mine. Stay away from the mines.
On it, Commander.
We're going to maximize firing distance for the heavy ships.
Adjusting shot by .15. Fire.
All right, that's a Talon right there. They launched squadrons, so we cannot send all of our Vipers to deal with satellites. Change in plan. We have at least one Talon. Which I say we get rid of right quick.
Hola Rob. Hola everyone.
Zero, welcome aboard.
Hey Lucy,
Yes, sir.
Ryan.
Gonna put 2 Vipers on that Raider.
Squadron target is confirmed.
And
Yo.
you know what? I'm gonna put 3 Vipers on that Raider.
Trigger zone detected.
Get him, get him, get him!
Hostile unit identified.
Escort clearance zone is active.
I
Firing on target.
mistakenly didn't give that command, so all right, we now know we have 2 more Talons. So luckily I did keep some more Vipers here. You get in here too. Should be a... That's 3 out of 5. Where's it? Last Viper. He's right there. If I can click on him. Hard to click on him because of where he's currently flying. He's physically in the flight path of that Battlestar. Let's move the flight path of the Battlestar so I can get that Viper. Okay, so now we have all 4 Vipers working on that. Stay away from the mines, I said, and what do these guys do? Try and sail straight into the minefield. I want you to start circling this way a bit. Move down. You're gonna focus fire. You're gonna focus fire. But I'm gonna reduce your... I want you to start firing right away. Matter of fact, you guys, let's get your gun batteries working. We kind of know who's who. This Talon should be starting to take some heat.
Reloading.
Optimizing
There we
fire
go.
solutions. Target acquisition.
Missiles incoming!
Give me manual controls now.
Excellent. We got more raiders coming in, but we have 4 Viper squadrons to work with. So these two will select that one. These two will select that one. No raiders are going to get through. You 3 focus fire on this. Is this Nemesis already destroyed? Must be. Now you 3 focus fire on Celestes. You can slow down and raise up. Focus fire on Celestes. And you fire your munitions. And you also fire.
Missiles on their way.
That's the one I'm looking for. You got a lot of work to do over here.
So say we all.
Switching gun to manual. One shot. Gonna take more than that.
This Celestes is about to vanish. Both these Raptors, our Raider squadrons, are almost dealt with. And that Celestes is dealt with.
Yes, Commander.
No, you weren't supposed to turn around. I didn't tell you to select a target over here either. Like I said, you're going to be busy.
Because I never saw Battlestar Galactica until far later than the movie, Enemy Mine, I have always felt like the battles in Battlestar looked like they were using Enemy Mine for inspiration.
I think Enemy Mine was just using a similar trope. Yeah, that Cerestes is about to vanish.
Secret toaster.
Frick! I'm winged!
Let's get a positive ID on those two Talons. Have you destroyed the second satellite yet? Of course you haven't.
Sorry, missed your response cause YouTube had lost time again.
I think Enemy Mine just used a very similar trope. Now we're about to lose a Viper squadron. And I can recall them and
Understood.
hope that they make it, but...
Hostile unit identified.
Enemy Mine is one of those movies that not everyone can appreciate, because it's all about overcoming one's assumptions about the enemy
Yes,
and seeing
Commander.
them as a person even when they are a different species.
On it, Commander.
Yeah, I remember the movie.
And let's be fair, the graphics back then weren't what they are today either.
No. No, they weren't. I seem to remember some very styrofoam-looking rocks. There was a lot of practical effects in that movie, too. And personally, I liked practical effects over digital effects, so I'm not gonna complain about that.
Yo, you seen it? Hell yeah, that's awesome. It's not every day I find someone who has seen Enemy Mine.
There weren't a lot of sci-fi films back in those days. And Adamant, I want you to fire your missiles.
Yes, Commander.
Battlestars will hold their missiles for the next group.
Fair point.
All right, Manticore, you are to break and start diving. You select target.
Squadron target is confirmed. So say we all.
That one's got no front armor, so we're gonna focus our fire on that. Because this one's taking...
There is a movie I once saw that I can never remember the name of.
bunch
This
of
kid has an
missiles.
imaginary friend who helps him steal a real military stealth fighter. But I can never remember the name of it.
You know, I don't remember myself. I do remember something about a kid stealing a fighter, but I don't...
Just looked it up, it's called Cloak and Dagger.
Oh, yeah. It... Was that with Bruce Boxleitner as the,
Good to know, so I can watch it again sometime.
Manticore is taking damage.
Yeah, I think,
Order received. Clean up and de-escalate.
one Talon is gone, the other one is close. We have 2 satellites left. We have... I'm going to give a new order. This one has been recalled and is refitting right now. He's only 1 fighter left.
A
However,
boy named David, played by Henry Thomas, who has an imaginary spy friend named Jack Flack, played by Dabney Coleman.
Dabney Coleman, wow, that's the guy with the thick mustache. I remember him.
I'm glad I asked the AI to find that for me. Been wondering what movie that was for Ian's.
Understood.
That got a little messy. Coordinate.
Manticore is taking damage.
They'll need more than that to take us down.
Understood.
Now another group of Cylons could show up.
All right, let's bring our people home.
Sweep the decks and prepare for catch. We're done here.
They didn't.
Yes, Commander. Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
Have you ever seen the movie Better of Dead?
Not that I'm aware of. I think I missed a satellite. Yep. All of you get out there and do that. I could have sworn there was only one satellite left. There looks like there's 3 of them out there. Holy shit.
I had to look it up as well. It's a movie about a guy who is constantly trying to end himself and failing every time.
Squadron target is confirmed.
And I meant better off dead, not on dead.
Yeah, I Figured that was the name of it.
Yet another very old movie that almost no one is aware of.
I may have even seen Better Off Dead and don't remember it. I mean, it's kind of a common term.
The network is dark. Good job, Commander. You've bought us some extra time.
Adjusting shot by .15. Fire!
I love the replays.
Firing on target.
I really can't get enough of them.
Reloading!
Optimizing firing solution. Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now!
Switching gun to manual.
One shot, just...
It's gonna take more than that.
Eat this, toaster!
Breath! I'm winged!
That's what you get, frackers.
Order received to clean up and de-escalate.
That got a little messy. Coordinate recall action. Our people have been through enough today. They'll need more than that to take us down. All right, let's bring our people home.
All right, don't get too cocky.
Sweep the decks and prepare for catch. We're done here.
If we haven't used up the whole armory, it's a good day.
No toaster's gonna do me like that. Not today.
Prepare base for catch. There'll be Mark 1 eyeball any moment.
How about Just Imagine from 1930? That's another interesting one. It's about someone who wakes up in the future and eats an entire meal in the form of pills in the future time of 1980 LOL. Another strange movie I remember.
Oh, I remember a bunch of the old-time movies that thought that the far future of the 1970s or 1980s was going to be super space age.
They never stood a chance.
I mean, heck, even in the 70s, remember Space 1999? Okay, that's a Corvette, that's a Corvette, that's a Corvette, that's a Corvette, that's a carrier.
Never seen Space
That's very good.
1999.
Space 1999 is based on the premise that a moon base has been in establishment, a rather complex moon base has been in establishment for many years, and nuclear waste stored on the moon explodes and blows it out of Earth's orbit, and the entire moon drifts through space, and the people on the moon base have a series of adventures as they travel through space. All right, so I'm gonna drop from the fleet here. I want to drop 2 regular corvettes and a frigate. And then from the Battlestar,
Ha 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 ha, nuclear waste exploding. PFFTT, that's funny. Especially now that I have learned so much about nuclear energy. LOL. Quite the fantasy they had.
and now I just have to find the fleet. It's Fleet 64. We're going to transfer to 64. Then you're going to transfer to, oh, what's the resulting big fleet here, that the transport fleet? I have to find my transport fleet now. There it is, Fleet 103. And now, this commander is aboard the Battlestar Kansu. And actually has the points to replace this burn with another Battlestar. So she can have a second Battlestar in place of that, carrier. Cylons cannot do FTL jumps for 4 turns. What is she here for? She's in search of another Corvette. Because she only has 3.
I say that knowing that nuclear explosions require so much special geometry and guidance.
Yeah, she's in search of another frigate. And there's... She could have a frigate or a carrier, actually. And she has an experienced frigate and a carrier in this group right here. So she can jump down here and pick up that. She already has 4 Corvettes, so she doesn't need to collect another Corvette. His goal is to jump up here. He does have 3 turns to act, though, so we're going to relax on that for the moment. He, however, let's look at our intelligence report. PyCon is steadfast and improving. We don't want to leave because we just got that improving status. So we'll have this Battlestar group jump to Caprica.
Oh, I just remembered another really good movie. It's called Daryl. It's about a boy the gov programs to think he is an android. Very strange as well.
I do believe I've seen it, but I did not remember that by name.
I may have spelled the name wrong though.
There's a few thought experiment movies in a similar vein in if I do recall.
Cylon's strike group has been detected.
How are
Battlestar
they?
group is under attack.
How are they jumping? There's a 4-turn FTL freeze. We're going to auto-resolve. See, this is going to irritate the hell out of me. The mission parameters said
a high-level Leonis diplomat has been ambushed by monotheist sympathizers
we were
and
getting,
requires extraction.
by doing that mission, we were getting a 4-turn FTL freeze. They're not supposed to be able to jump for 4 turns. Okay, that's Fleet 51. So the decision is, do I want the frigate or the burn? 30 and 30, 40 and 35, 30 and 30. This got better armor. The experience level is roughly the same. I think that's the right move. Horon is losing faith. That's going to be this planet here, right? Yep. That's okay. We got you covered. Colonial Fleet 51. You'll be jumping back into the intergalactic space.
I've plotted their jump coordinates, sir.
And once you get there, both of your Battlestar groups will be going into beta together. PyCon is now stable without an arrow, so it's time for our most experienced commander to do his jump.
You know, Rob, when we were talking about enemy mine, you said you remember a lot of styrofoam-looking rocks. That reminded me of Star Trek TOS, so many cheesy-looking rocks made of foam.
Oh yeah, and the ones in the old series, they were very obviously styrofoam. That it was that soft cell foam, not the like the stuff that the white stuff that pills when you break it apart. It was the soft stuff that flexes. But it was very obviously foam. All right. We save. Make sure we're on the right one. Save. End the turn.
Detected a Cylon escort fleet, sir. Battlestar group is engaging hostiles. Battlestar group is engaging hostiles. Battlestar is ready for orders.
All right. You are jumping straight to Vergon.
Fleet group is ready to jump.
And you are jumping straight to Troy.
Fleet group has its coordinates.
And you are jumping straight to Scorpia. And that will give us back... Oh, we have a free Battlestar just sitting here that hasn't been assigned yet. We're going to cancel their jump and reassign their jump to... Because Colonial Fleet 103 is the current transport group, and they're going to be the ones who move Battlestars around. And this one here is basically just loose ships.
What was always a dead giveaway for me was the boulders. Movie boulders tend to bounce and hop around in ways no real boulders would ever move.
Oh yeah.
If you know what you're looking at, it's kind of funny. Never move.
It's time. And again, they're behind us. Always behind us. Wait, what do you mean I've got... I pulled it up until it was green. I purposely stacked them close. No! Fucking proceed button right where I...
Prepared to jump in 3, 2, 1.
I had to push the button to put the damn ship down, and the proceed button was right there.
Rendezvous point established. Objective is waiting for arrival of evac.
What the fuck is this? That's the transport. I don't know. Defend the diplomat.
So on this map where you place your ships, does each fighter represent a full squad or a single fighter?
Each fighter is a squadron.
Understood.
Oh wait, those aren't fighters, NVM.
Oh, I'll have fighters. These are not fighters, though. You're right. I can't even use my damn double click to shark attack.
I was mistaking
Yes,
what I
Commander.
think are frigates or corvettes for fighters.
Yeah, those are corvettes. I have to last 12 rounds.
Understood.
Against an unknown threat. I'm willing to wager at least this one, possibly all three of these, are going to be Talons. This is going to be a mix of Nemesis and Celestes. Celestes are the ones that have tougher armor and no missiles. Nemesis have missiles but and I think I have to get the transport to the station. I don't know.
I don't know how Microslop does it, but only they could make Windows updates that change a stable undervolt into a crashy mess.
Oh, I don't doubt it. They completely screwed up my graphics drivers and my overlays and my OBS's ability to interact with the game. I was almost an hour late starting today because of the way OBS sees this game.
I figured out the issue I was having. Since the new update Microslop released, my undervolt became unstable. So had to adjust it.
Yeah. The last update over the last 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks, there was a Windows update that hit my system. It affected the way OBS is capable of seeing this. It affects the way that my system monitor interacts with a bunch of games. I can't see my system monitor in Fallout, so I need it, or I can't see my system monitor in a lot of games.
On my graphics cards, I mean. I keep them undervolted for temps since I run things like folding home.
Right, I understand. But because of all those changes, I needed to download MSI to view my system stats in a lot of games. And because I'm streaming a lot of games. And that interferes with a whole bunch of things that I had to work around. And today when I tried to start this for stream, OBS just would not see it, and I had to track that down. And that's why I started almost an hour late. It was absolutely the most irritating situation I've been in a while.
Escort clearance zone intact. Priority 1 is in safe hands.
All right, so that's a squadron of Vipers. Although it's marked as 1 on the screen. When you see it during the full action, it'll look like a bunch of little blue lights. That's the individual Vipers flying around. All right, so that's a Talon. That's one of the carriers.
Not gonna lie, it took a while for me to figure out that it was the undervolt that was no longer stable with the new Windows updates. Not the first thing you think of when an update is crashing your system.
No. No, it's not. All right, that's 2 Viper squadrons are going to be defending this transport. All right, these 3 need to come this way. This one needs to come this way. They're getting closer to being a squadron. You'll all fire your munitions on that. Still have 3 Vipers I can give a mission to. I want you to defend that Manticore. You defend that Manticore. Where's our last Viper? I saw him. All right. He's got a mission. He's got a mission. He's the one who doesn't have a mission yet, right? No, you defend that Manticore. That'll put them in a position where I want them. Now you continue forward because the Battlestars will be out of your way in a second.
Escort clearance zone is active.
Hostile unit identified.
One, still online.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
All right, we have 3 Talons. I was right about the number of Talons. I was just wrong about the position they were in. This one is still unidentified. I am going to take this Viper. I hate that they're so tiny. This Viper. And this Viper.
Squadron target is confirmed.
We should have 2 more Vipers coming over this way. Where are they? You're going to target this one. You're defending. All right, you. All right, I should have 2 Viper squadrons attacking this and 2 attacking this. Let's go through them right now. We never want a single Viper squadron on a single Raider squadron. This squadron is on that. That squadron's on that. That's defending. That's on that. That's defending. We have defense, offense, defense, offense, offense. Hold on, we don't have... We have 3 defense? There's 2 on that, right? 1 on there. I only have 3 to put over here.
Yes, sir.
I only have 5 squadrons. I'm accounting for 6, but I only have 5. I'm gonna leave 1 to defend this. 1 should be enough. I think we can now move... What? No. I think we can now move these as a group. Maximum firepower.
Understood.
I'm still going to move this one independently to get him with the group. And now, focus fire. And you 3, focus fire. You're already shooting at this. I'm gonna leave your focus fire off. You can shoot at targets of opportunity.
Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now.
Missiles incoming!
Battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
Manticore is taking damage.
Now you see, by putting the Vipers on the Raiders, they automatically keyed after the next group of Raiders. I did leave this Manticore susceptible to damage. He's going to have to reverse. However, the other Manticores can continue their assault. That Talon's going to disappear in a second. And they're reloading. This needs to come to... I think we're supposed to go to the station.
Understood.
So that's what I'm doing with it. I don't know. It says defend the diplomat, but they said that the diplomat's on the station in the mission brief. It didn't say anything about him being on a transport. So I'm assuming that the transport is... to pick him up, not already got him. Artemis. No. Yeah, you need to raise slightly to give the Adamant room to fire missiles. Those missiles tell me that that is also a nemesis.
Manticore is taking damage. We've lost a Manticore, sir.
I
Missiles
was
incoming.
worried about
Get him,
that.
get him.
Civilian ship is being attacked.
All right. This raider is not going to survive, so I'm not too worried about that civilian ship surviving.
So say we all.
8 more rounds to go there. Adamant. Fire-guided missiles. I want to get rid of guided missiles
Yes,
coming
Commander.
at us. You're still reloading. So you're going to focus fire on that. And you're going to fire your missiles there. You can go ahead and focus fire there, though. And all 5 Viper squadrons will focus on the Raider, and then this one will return to escort duty. Losing that Manticore was not good, though. We'll bring another one out to the fleet, but that was not good.
Civilian ship is taking damage.
Attempting shot by Float 1-5. Fire! Firing solution is online.
Hostile unit identified.
And we already knew it was a Manticore. You defend. Transport. You, and you. Destroy
Squadron target is confirmed.
as best you can. Y'all are gonna take on that one.
Question: are the Manticores the 2 giant ships that you brought in?
No, the Manticores are the corvettes. Battlestars are the giant ships. And sandwiched between the Battlestars, that's an Adamant frigate.
They're giving up.
Manticore is taking damage.
Switching gun to manual.
Ah, okay.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, the fighters are doing a number on that ship. And they have a more than decent chance to do him in.
Yes, Commander.
We're kind of trying to take out that Nemesis over here.
Oh Rob, I forgot to tell you
Manticore
in
is
Star
taking
Trek
damage.
Online always check your inventory after every mission
Plating
you
is
do
taking a
because you will
pounding,
usually
sir.
have boxes to open as well as a
Nothing
gift
but the
items and
rain.
rewards.
Alright, we've taken out one more Manticore. Or taken out one, we've lost another Manticore. And we've taken out another Nemesis. This Nemesis is about to go down. Both these Manticores are doing fine.
Yes, Commander.
I'll have to do that, Zero. still reloading. I lost 2 of my frigates. See, this is one of the reasons that I experimented with those cruisers. I think upgrading to cruisers is what I need to do. That Talon's about to be defeated. Fire all missiles. And the only one that's not going to fire their missiles is the Adamant, because he's got 1 turn left. So both Battlestars are now going to fire all their missiles on that further away Talon, which hasn't been damaged yet. Did I give Snedley over here more instructions?
And I only say that because when you're starting out in Star Trek Online you don't get much inventory and you have to pay real money to get more inventory slots. And it will fill up rapidly, so you'll have to stay on top of it.
I will check. Alright, we have 2 dead Cylon ships, so now we have I know that it doesn't seem like it should need that, but I don't want them to decide to fly off. We're going to tighten the circle.
My problem is my account bank's full, my character banks are all full, and all my character inventories are full.
On it, Commander.
Launchers are still reloading. That's okay, we've still got guns.
Because I have so much stuff that I refuse to get rid of.
Oh, I hear you there. I've been guilty of that in the past. Many a game. Now, there's no guarantee that more
Keeping in mind all the
Cylons
stuff
won't
that I
show
refuse
up
to get rid of is for a reason, because it's the more powerful stuff.
when I destroy this.
And special items I picked up during holiday events.
Yes, Commander. So say we all.
Yeah, it's really gotta suck to be the Cylon right now. And don't get me wrong, he took out 2 of my manticores.
They'll need more than that to take us down.
That got a little messy. We've got them now. If we haven't used up the whole armory, it's a good day.
Sir, we've got a new Dratus contact.
See, that's what I was worried about over there. They just jumped in on top of the damn transport. As if that should even be allowed.
So say we all.
All right. We're making a hard left turn.
They're already in our networks.
It's a
can't keep them out.
nemesis, too.
So say we all.
See, I was worried about that. Rightly worried, apparently. If you destroy them with too much time left, you could get jumped. Yes! That's what the Vipers were there for. Do you see how the Vipers flew down there and destroyed those missiles as they flew up? And the Diplomat just flew away. Turn the boost off. Turn attack range to maximum. Tubes are still reloading. Let's get our guns moving. You are out of range, so you stay boosted. Move.
So say we all.
You'll focus fire, but you're not in range yet. But you do have missiles. Missiles fly faster than you do.
Target is 3-4 by 6-2.
Optimizing firing solutions.
Fire your missiles. All right. I want both of you to raise your altitude. This group, turn your thrusters off, maximize your firing range. Come about. Get your firing arc, because he is coming this direction.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
And he turned off. Of course he did.
Coordinate recall actions. Our people have been through enough today.
Well, he made it into the dust cloud. That's why the missiles are missing. He did not, however, get away from the fighters.
So say we all. Objective is safe. Well
All
done,
right.
Commander.
So I pulled it off by having the Vipers with the transport. And only by having the Vipers with the transport.
Escort clearance zone intact. Priority 1 is in safe hands.
Escort clearance zone is active.
Escort priority 1, still online. Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
Reloading.
Get him, get him, get him!
Yeah, if he has enough fleet points.
Top by 0.15. Fire! Firing solution is online.
I think I'm going to give him some cruisers instead of replacing the...
They're giving us a hell of a storm, sir. Switching gun to
Manticores.
manual.
Planning to take a pounding, sir.
Nothing but the rain.
We're gonna hammer the crackers till they can't get back up.
We'll need more than that to take us down.
That got a little messy. We stopped it now.
If you haven't used up the whole armory, it's a good day.
They're already in our networks. I can't keep them out.
Target is 3-4 by 6-2.
Optimizing firing solutions.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Coordinate recall actions. Our people have been through enough today.
Okay. He has 4850 out of 7,000, so that's 2,150 points free. Two cruisers. Are 950, that's 1,900 points. They would fill the fleet just fine. So we're going to build two. And one of the things that's a benefit was they gave us a Corvette as a gimme for the mission. Not terrible. So he won't be terribly under strength while waiting for his replacement ship. Technically, I think we should build him 3 Corvettes. Let's do some quick math, shall we? All right. If we start with 3 cruisers instead of Corvettes, we then add 2 Battlestars. Then a frigate. That'll put us at 6,700. Is he ready for promotion? He is. But he's not ready for that promotion. He needs a little bit more experience to go to Command 4. Once we can get him to Command 4, then he would get 8,000 fleet points. We would be able to give him both Battlestars, the frigate, 3 cruisers, and 1 corvette. For now, we can give him 2 cruisers, 1 corvette. And the most decorated corvette he has is the Tirana. Actually, I can fill him out with 2 corvettes, 2 cruisers. So you can keep the Oceanus as well. And he'll be at 6,750. And then when he gets to 8,000 for fleet points, he'd have to give up the Oceanus in order to take on the 3rd cruiser. I do think that's definitely worthwhile because we've already proven that the cruiser model works. Where's our cruiser variant? Here it is. The cruiser variant works with this commander. You just have to be diligent with it. Right, that group is ready to start transferring, but we don't need to spend Tillium to move those ships. This commander is not ready to promote either. She's closer to promotion than he is, actually. If I want to promote her, I need to spend requisition points. I don't feel like it's a good idea to spend RP to promote her just to get another Battlestar into her group just yet. This commander, however, I don't think she needs another Battlestar yet either. We have a twin Battlestar group in that sector. What we do need is to get another fleet commander into service to take control of a battle group, get them some experience fighting, get them promoted to the point where they can run a Battlestar group at full strength, and then get them up into Delta. So let's see what we can do to get that started. First, I'm going to take a very short break. I think my best bet at this juncture is to hire a commander and assign them to the transport fleet, same way we did last time. Am I still on break screen? No. Okay. A pair of frigates there. This fleet is 1, 2
No.
corvettes, a frigate, and a Battlestar. If I hire a commander and assign it to this fleet right here, it'll instantly be 5,000 points. I can put two more corvettes into it immediately. Which is the standard fleet. And then the two frigates that are hanging out can become the transport fleet. All right, she's a candidate because of hangar subsystems, makes the Vipers better. Tech Bay, engineering. So I got 2 engineers. One tech. And one hangar. Aquaria, Geminon, Canceron, and Leonis. I don't recall having anybody from Leonis.
You know, one thing I would love to see is per-core monitoring for frequency and temp on GPUs. Yes, I realize that would be thousands of lines of sensors. But I would love to see that data for my cards.
Now we go here. We find our officer.
Not even HW Info 64 does that though, sadly.
We're going to assign this is the right group, right? Yeah, it's this weird-ass group, so we're going to assign that. And that group can now... Ooh, they're still limited to 4,000. I could have sworn that...
It would be cool to see though.
Could have sworn that a commanded group... Yeah, that's 500 RP. But... And I accidentally pushed yes, so... I meant to push cancel and I pushed confirm. But now that fleet can have its corvettes. I could have sworn that was the base level with a commander was 5,000. My bad. But now it is what it is. Alright, so Daedalus fleet is a commanded fleet. I could have examined Daedalus fleet to know what we've got as a base fleet. But that's okay. Build time on these cruisers is 4 turns.
I love watching the usage of CPU % on a per core level. It's interesting to see how Windows balances the loads based on the strength of each core. God, I wish they had that for GPUs.
I'm gonna save. It would drive me nuts trying to track the usage per core. Windows is horrible at allocating properly.
Detected a Cylon strike fleet, sir.
We have a time limit now. 5 turns. We have 2 declining populations here, Geminon and Pycon. There's Geminon. So I'm gonna have to jump in there. They've been pretty consistent, so we're gonna take our chance with a jump in there. By the way, she's been getting experience the hard way by earning it. Pycon instantly went into declining morale when the Cylons arrived. The rush build on these Corvettes. That's weird. Rushing this one is 190. Rushing this one is still 380. Ah, because it's queued, but it's not being built because there's a limit to how many ships you can build. So we're going to rush that. We're going to transfer that to Fleet 103. And that'll put this one into build mode. She's going to jump next door to Geminon. He's going to jump down to Pycon.
I don't know, it's not bad at bases, it loads on the clocking strength of the cores. So cores that are able to stay at higher frequency while under heavy loads get the brunt of the work.
Well, the theory is strong. It generally puts the load on core 0. And that's where it's supposed to be. However, core 0 is not necessarily your strongest core.
And of course that spread would be different for every single processor because number 2 CPUs will have the same cores running at the exact same speeds.
Yes, no 2 are the same. All right, here's where we make our next jump, but I want to take a look at what the mission is here.
A political rally has been attacked by a roving Cylon fleet. Evacuate the civilians to safety.
Oh, look at this, 900 more requisition. So we're going to want to do that. That's going to be a next week mission, though, or next episode mission. Another 900 RP. What's this mission?
Information on the chemical attacks are still incoming, but response teams estimate thousands of victims. Reports confirm most are non-fatal, which seems worse, somehow. Kane's agreed to provide an escort for a Pycon Medical Corps attachment out of Helios Alpha. But it's your problem to figure out how to get them there. Her words, not mine. Sagittarian hasn't lifted their border embargo since the attack. At this stage, we've only got permission to take Dr. Cottle and his team to Erelon.
Sweeper blueprint unlocked. PCM blueprint unlocked. So this is going to...
Well, on my system, Windows has held true to what AMD says are the strong cores and loads them in that order. So I can't complain.
Generally, AMD is good at identifying the strong cores. I will agree with that. Intel has a track record of incorrect core identification.
But you know how many other problems I have had with Windows. LOL.
If that's true, Zero. You and me both. All right, we are about... ready to make this jump.
Cylon's strike group has been detected. Battlestar group is under attack.
All right. Group 17, for the first time in a long time, is facing a potential loss. We're going to auto-resolve anyway.
Battlestar group is engaging hostiles.
She lost one of her manticores. I hope you appreciate it. We can build another manticore. Transfer that to Fleet 103. Fleet 103 yeah, it's okay to spend 20 tillium for that. Let's save our position right here. We should be having some happy campers. Indeed we do. Troy is not an occupied planet. Leonis is. So we're going to jump this Battlestar over to Leonis. No. To Leonis. And Colonial Fleet. They are.
By the way, no clue why this thought crossed my mind, but I know it's only like 20% or something of the sky we have seen, but how much of the Milky Way have we mapped?
You're asking the wrong individual. I might have dedicated 10 to 20% of my time to space information.
Because I would be sad if they had all that data on trillions of stars and forgot to map the local galaxy first.
All right, let's take a look at our officer now. She did not appear to get any experience out of that fight. That seems very much unfair. He, on the other hand, is very much at the top of the food chain. I mean, he has more skills he can pick up. But, I don't think he can get any more experience. I'm not sure.
I say this cause I very rarely hear anyone talk about space except in reference to our solar system, or deep space beyond our galaxy.
Let's end this
It's
turn.
interesting to me how rarely they talk about the Milky Way and what's inside
Strike
it.
Fleet, sir. Battlestar Group is engaging hostiles. Battlestar Group is under attack. Fleet Group has its coordinates.
Well, she needs experience. What better time to get them than in defense of a colony?
Fleet Group is ready to jump. Cylon Escort Group has been detected. A fortified colony is under attack. New Ranger has been deployed.
Ah, the Rangers are here. He might have to go there to get them himself, though. Not a bad idea in and of itself. All right, here's where we're standing, and I think this is going to be the end of the episode. Here is our fleet that's about to change over to a cruiser and Battlestar fleet. They're going to have to go back to the data list to pick up their cruisers, because the escort fleet actually kind of doesn't have sufficient fleet points to bring 3 cruisers up to him. Now, he only needs 2 cruisers, doesn't he? We'll see. We'll see which direction that goes. We might transport the cruisers up to him, but one way or the other, he's getting two or 3 cruisers, and the Manticores are being reduced in his fleet. She needs a new Corvette, and I'm thinking about giving her one of the Corvettes from this fleet and giving the new Corvette that was just produced back to her right here. He's still doing fine. I do believe that next week this group will jump over here, give this Corvette to this group, and then this group will go and do this mission. That'll give her more experience, letting her graduate to the next level. Hopefully, because she's pretty close. We look at her experience, she's at 4,450 out of 6,000. She's closer than he is at 4,350 out of 7,000. Or not out of 6,000, sorry, out of 5,000. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong person here. Julie Barron is 50 experience points away from going up a level. But she could conceivably go up a level too. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll have Julie Barron do the mission and then drop the Corvette off for Jade Coxel. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But this Battlestar group is not staying in the Alpha Quadrant. It will be going to the Delta Quadrant. So, regardless of what happens, the Corvette will be dropped off for Jade. And she'll be jumping out, picking up another Corvette, and then heading up here. If she gets another promotion, though, she may pick up a Ranger instead of a Corvette. Although Rangers on their own may not be strong enough with 3 Corvettes. The limited mix and match I haven't tried out. This fleet, different from this fleet. This fleet is the only one with a single Ranger in it. And we did try that out earlier, but we kept the cruiser up with the Battlestar group. And they still had 4 Corvettes. So we replaced a frigate with a cruiser. So we lost some fighter power in exchange for the missiles. So we'll see what we give her. I think we're going to give her back another Corvette. We're going to keep her with the traditional group until she's high enough level to replace the Corvettes with cruisers like we did with our buddy here, because this guy's got a very strong Battlestar group, and strangely enough, he just faced his first battle that could result in the loss of a ship. So we'll see. But that'll have to wait for the next episode, which is not next week, the week after. I want to thank everybody for coming out for the up to just over 3 hours we've been out here. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Sorry for the technical difficulties that delayed me getting started today. I will be back tomorrow with some Fallout 4 Lore Out modded playthrough. Until then, take care, everybody. Check in on friends and family. Make sure everybody's doing okay. I'm Rob. Thanks for gaming with RP.
GG Rob, have a great night, everyone.